Happy Monday. Becky Lander here, CEO and co-founder of Modern Direct Seller and Oh My Hi. I am live every Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern with a money-making tip to help you grow your direct sales biz faster. I am so excited you're joining us here today. So as you're popping in, say hello in the comments. Let us know where you're joining from, and also let us know what companies, what brands that you represent are here today as well. So today we're doing something a little bit fun. In fact, a couple of weeks ago, I talked a little bit around slowing down for summer to speed up for fall. And I got to tell you guys, I got a little pushback on that. And here's the deal. I know we are all going at our own pace. We all have our own kind of life happening around our business. And for some of you, you were like, hold up, I'm a teacher. I actually speed up during the summer for my business. Or hold up, I actually have more flexibility during the summer and I want to be doing more. And then a couple of you, to be quite frank, were like, I don't have time to slow down. Like, I need to keep things moving during the summer because I need that in my paycheck. So I thought I would kind of flip the script a little bit for this week, and we're sticking with the same theme over on the podcast tomorrow, but we're talking a little bit about what more you could do during the summer months. So if you're one of those people that are like, I got to catch a breath here during the summer, go listen to the episode from a couple weeks ago. If you're one of those people that are like, I got to push hard through the summer, and this might be your episode to listen to tomorrow. So, okay, let's talk a little bit about what that looks like, because I think there are some really fun money-making opportunities that exist during the summer that don't always exist the rest of the year. So I want to give you a couple of ideas around what you can do. And most of these you can put together literally in a flash. This is not one of these episodes where it's like, take these ideas and create a 90-day plan and implement in the fall. This is like, hey, go do this weekend, because you absolutely can. So first off, let's talk about pop-up events. So a lot of people are asking what's happening in the online space, what's the new Facebook party format? And here's what I'm telling you. There are many different ways to be successful online. There is not one particular answer to that question. But what is tried and true is getting in front of people face to face. So if you're in doubt or questioning your strategies in the online space, this is a great nudge to maybe shift your focus a little bit more and do some things in person. Because in person is a sure thing. If people show up, they're probably going to buy something. That's just the reality of how people like to shop, right? If they come, they show up, they connect with you, you're going to build that relationship faster, right? I love that you're not back and forth in 47 different DMs, but you're actually just having a 5-minute conversation. You're going to build that relationship faster, and you're going to make sales faster. So an online event is fantastic, and lots of different ways to do that. We'll save that for another day. But let's talk about the pop-up. What I mean by a pop-up, by the way, if you've never heard me use that term before, is where you are literally popping up with the things that you are selling. So the cool thing about this is you don't have to wait for the next vendor event. You don't have to be an approved vendor. You don't have to go through like a whole bunch of red tape and sit with 30 other vendors that are selling, similar-ish or different products than you. A pop-up is really where you legit pop up. And there's so many different places you can pop up, but you want to go somewhere that has high traffic, right? That people frequent often. You want to go to a place that maybe is a local business, so you can kind of bring them some foot traffic, but then you also get to have your moment there. But when I think about pop-ups and I think about the summer, there's even more possibilities because people are outside during the summer. So you don't necessarily have to be, inside a clothing boutique in a little corner or inside the hair salon where you're popping up selling your things, but you got a lot of options. So I'm just going to run through all the different ideas of where you may want to pop up like this weekend. So first off, porch pop-up. You got a porch at your house, got a porch at your friend's house, pop up on their porch. Invite people to stop by the porch. This is great. Don't have to clean your house. You can hang out on the porch. You can set up a little table. You can show off your things there. How about a poolside pop-up? Who do you know that has a pool? Or is there a pool in your community center? Is there a public pool that people are going to, or a private tennis club and pool kind of situation where you can just show up and so throw some things out there? And depending upon your product, If you're bringing like a Pampered Chef air fryer, that might draw some attention. But if you have smaller products, or if you have a bag of cosmetics, or if you have a bag full of jewelry, people, you don't even really have to get permission. You can literally just find the cute table with the umbrella and put your stuff out on the table. And if people come over and look at it, they do. That's great. You can invite people to stop by. Such a great option. So we got a poolside pop-up. We got a porch pop-up. We're just sticking with all the P words here, because what else do we got? We got a popsicle pop-up. Now, this was one of my favorite things to do when I was in the sales field. Granted, I was selling products for children, so people love a good popsicle. The popsicle pop-up was perfect because I could buy 40 popsicles for like $10. And parents would come, their kids would eat popsicles, they would take a look at my stuff. It was literally couldn't be easier, and it was fun, and my own kids were occupied. But a popsicle pop-up would be another one to kind of play around with. But all of these are kind of like lemonade stand energy, right? Maybe you're popping up with a table, you're not putting all your products out there, you're just putting out a couple of things that people are going to catch their eye at. You definitely want to have a way to capture their leads. But this is a great one to tell the neighbors to stop by, or call a few of your besties and say, hey, you wanted to see the latest. Okay, come by. I'm going to pop up over at the pool or on the porch, or we're going to do popsicles in the backyard. Like, it doesn't have to be fancy. You could do a park pop-up. That's another one. If you have a community park that people are going to, or kids are playing at the playground at, that would be another great easy place to just kind of show up and throw your things out there and have some fun with it, right? So it doesn't require a lot of planning. It is going to require inviting, though. So make sure that you're doing your due diligence, you're inviting your locals, you're inviting them to bring a friend along with them, and you're just doing a quickie little pop-up. Easy peasy, gonna sell a couple $100, be thrilled with that, right? So those would be some ways to ramp up in the summer that maybe you can't always do all year long because people are not spending as much time outside depending upon where you live. A couple other things to think about for the summer. There are definitely a lot more events that are happening. So sticking with this whole theme of people loving to be outside, I would take a look at what farmers markets, what different events are happening in your neighborhood. I know, like in our area, there's concerts at the park that are happening that are a lot of fun. There are, different pop-up events at different local farms or community centers or libraries. Any of those kinds of options might be really great for you during the summer months to just kind of put yourself out there, right? People don't have the excuse of like, oh, it's cold outside, I'm not leaving my house, or it's raining, or it's snowing, I'm not leaving my house. People are leaving their house, they're getting out there. So think about where they're going and then pop up or look for events that you can participate in that that your people are gonna be at. This is all around finding people finding the right spots that people are going to, right? So think about all the places that you're going to. I'm thinking like ice cream shops would be a really great one. Coffee shops would be a really great one. Any of those kinds of places that maybe you're already going to or that you go to on the regular where you can just, hey, are you the manager here? By the way, I was thinking about bringing a couple of these things in on Saturday. Would it be cool if I set up a table outside? I'll also promote it, and so people can come in and get your ice cream or buy your clothes or whatever kind of shop it is. So great for them, total win-win. Okay, the last thing I'm just gonna mention real quick, and then you gotta go listen to tomorrow's episode because I dive into this much deeper, but a lot of you are traveling this summer, which is so fun. Travel content, vacationing. There may be an opportunity for you to pop up and actually sell some items while you're on the go, or bring your products with you, or bring samples of your products with you on the go. Not to mention, you're going to get some great social media content. So don't forget that as you're traveling to conference, as you're going on vacation, don't just capture the pictures. We love the pictures, but you want to capture video, because video is what's going to attract people in. That's what gets you the most traction here on social media. So even though you're inclined to go to your camera, make sure you flip it to video. Record video. You can always grab a shot from that if you really need a photo from it, but video is going to be your best friend this summer. So with that said, I'm excited to hear what your plans are for summer. Where are you popping up? What kinds of activities are you doing? Did one of these ideas spark something for you? Because I really do believe that you can pull this together like in the next 7 days. So don't sit on these ideas or save them for later. Pick one, take it, and run with it. With that said, you guys, happy July. It's so good to be here with you. I'm excited to be back same time, same place next Monday. And if you haven't checked out our leads workshop, that would be a great 13-minute beach listen or lakeside, sitting by the lake, poolside, by the lake, whatever body of water you choose. Listen into that if you need a link to watch it. It's totally free, 13 minutes, and it's going to change the way you think about bringing new leads into your business. So just